Hello, this is Daniel from Sound Headquarters. In today's episode, we are going to be building a floating floor system and an acoustic wall for my friend 1K here's studio. He is a producer and artist from the Toronto area, and we're building this floating floor and the acoustic wall here to give him better isolation from the studios that are below his and beside his unit here. So we are going to be using a floating floor system from a company called Acoustic Guard. This is local to us here in Toronto. Those are the rubber isolation spikes, and this is the insulation. This is a 2-inch thick system, and you can see the insulation is stamped out there for the rubber spikes. And the first step we're going to do is we're going to mock up our first layer of the subfloor. This is 1/2-inch plywood, and I'm just marking where I need to notch out so that this subfloor can fit within the vocal booth. So once we get that all cut out and fitted, then we can move on to adding the insulation and the rubber spikes on the floor. So I'm just going ahead and getting all these notches done and just test fitting. We have one more notch to make just to clear the casing on that door frame there. And then this first layer of the new subfloor will be able to fit nicely. So you can see just mocking that up, and we have a good fit. So now we can take that out and we can move on to adding the insulation here. So this insulation just goes on the floor, and we add the rubber spikes into the spaces that are notched out for them. And we can just cut the other insulation to fit. And just 2 more pieces for this back of the room there, and we put all the rubber spikes down. And now this new subfloor can go right on top of this insulation and rubber spikes. So you can see just make sure everything lays nice and flat. And now we can begin adding our second layer of the new subfloor. This is just another layer of 1/2-inch ply. And we're going to screw them together with 1-inch construction screws or deck screws. And that is so that the new subfloor is connected to each other and is structurally rigid, but we use short screws so that the screws don't pass through into the rubber spikes or into the floor below, which would completely negate the whole floating system. The whole point is that the rubber spikes and the insulation decouples the existing floor and reverberation and sound from making it to the new subfloor. So now we're adding on just some foam underlayment to go underneath the laminate that we're putting on top of this, or the vinyl that we used. And we're just using the extra boxes of the same floor that 1K has in his studio here. And keep in mind, I'm not a flooring guy. This is just me throwing together with what we had on site here. And there we go. We're just getting that so it matches his existing floor in the studio. So now we're going to move on to the acoustic wall here. And we are just going to be framing this out with 2x2. We're going to start with our 2 vertical segments, and then we will get our top and bottom and middle brace all screwed together. So just measuring out for the height here and getting my 2x2 cut to length before we can screw it in there to the wall. So this 2x2 frame is going to accept the 1.5-inch thick rock wool comfort board 80 acoustic insulation that we're using in this wall here. And we're just going to use small L brackets here to secure this frame, and we can just add our insulation right in. So that first brace I did at 48 inches above internal dimensions so that that first sheet of insulation can just slide in without any cuts. And then the upper portion we just cut to size and add the insulation in there. So you can see the frame is fully insulated, and now it is ready for us to staple our fabric on. And we are using a black crushed velvet. This is a popular choice for my clients here for acoustic panels or for their acoustic walls. Just has a cool effect to it depending on how the light is hitting it. And we're just stapling to the 2x2 frame here, and we are using 1/4-inch staples. I'm using a pneumatic stapler, but you could use just a handheld T50 stapler as well. And there is the fabric all tacked in and trimmed. The excess is trimmed off. And now the only thing left to do is add trim to cover all of the staples from us putting the fabric on. So we're just painting this 1x4 knotty pine in just a semi-gloss black paint and just tacking it in to the 2x2 frame that we built. And this will cover up all of the staples and just give us a nice clean finished look that we're after here. And just using the level to make sure that one is all straight. And then measuring out for my verticals now, and we'll get those cut to size and test fitted before I paint them. And what we did was once all of these trim pieces were in and the job was finished, we just went in with the can of paint and just touched up any areas that were either light or for the nail holes that needed touching up there. So just going ahead, getting everything painted there. And we also did a cap piece to block off the edge of the floating floor there and to create a nice threshold for stepping into the vocal booth. And just painted that black and getting our dried pieces of the verticals tacked into place here as well. And once that is in place, the wall is complete. And we just have one more finishing touch of adding another longer threshold for the full length of the vocal booth here, just to make up the space where the laminate floor ended there. There's just about like a 1-inch gap there between the threshold and where the flooring ended. So you can see we're just getting that piece of trim mounted in there, just screwed in to create a nice threshold for clients to step in and out of the vocal booth here and to give us a nice finished look. And once that's all finished up, I can give you guys a sneak peek of the whole finished product and a little peek of Wonkay's room here. Little cleanup, and there you go. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, please email me, soundheadquartersinc@gmail.com, sound.headquarters.inc at Instagram. Please reach out. Please follow, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It does go a long way. And stay tuned for more studio building content. Thank you so much for watching once again. This is Daniel from Sound Headquarters. Peace out.